I have a release today, which I'm really excited for. Monty, the market mouse. I have big news to talk about. Something that no crochet designer wants to go through. Well, hello, my crafty friends, and welcome to another Friday video. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is April, and I'm the crochet designer behind the Cozy Buckeye. The Cozy Buckeye is a small business I started out of a passion I have for crochet 14 years ago, and I've been on Etsy now for 12 years. And on this channel, I just love to share crochet patterns, small business related to crochet. I love to support other small creators on this channel. I also will be doing markets in the fall, so I'm really looking forward to that. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing to this channel. I just love the community that we're building here. So you guys, this week, I have big news to talk about. Something that no crochet designer wants to go through. My pattern was stolen. My pattern was stolen. I can't believe it. I have so much to say on this, but today I have, I think, 11 patterns to share with you. I'm also going to be talking about yarn that I inherited from my cousin, sadly. I have a cousin that passed away in January, and I inherited all of her yarn. The crazy thing is just like 3 years before that, I inherited all of her mom's yarn too. I think maybe Bridget took some of her mom's yarn and I took some of her mom's yarn, but then now I have all of it. So I have some footage where my mom and I went through. It's not a lot, but just I wanted to share some clips of how much yarn I got, and just really not sure at this point what to do with it all. It's a little bit overwhelming. I mean, I already had my own stash of worsted weight yarn prior to inheriting both of their yarns. I have donated some already from my aunt, but anyway, it's a lot. So I wanted to kind of go over that with you. And I have a pattern release. I have a tester call, you guys. I've had a busy week. I just want to go over with you what I've been up to this week, what I've been crocheting, and how the things are relating to my business and what I've been up to. So let's get started. First and foremost, I'm going to talk a little bit about my pattern being stolen. I was honestly in shock. I know through social media, I've seen other creators who have gone through this, and it's just so unfortunate. I mean, I don't know why people are the way they are, but people suck. People suck. And I will show you guys the photo here. First of all, let me just say a big shout out to Marcy Vanderploeg. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if it's not. I received an email and I opened it on Friday. She had seen this ad being ran on Facebook, and she knew it was my teddy bear. So she sent me an email, and Marcy, thank you so much for that, because without you sending that, I don't know that I would have known. So, you know, me personally, I have also done this in the past. Recently, I sent a message to Nooks Hooks and told her about something I saw on Etsy. And I mean, I've done this in the past where if I see something, I'm going to report it to the creator. So, you know, I just appreciate you guys so much. If you ever see anything out there that you know is not who's selling it, like, reach out to the designer, because sometimes we don't know. And there's so many eyes out there that, you know, we have each other's back. And I just appreciate you doing that, Marcy, so much. That night, I looked into it. It looked like the person was selling on Shopify. The person, and I'll put the picture, the screenshot here, and I want to show you the comparison. They literally used my bear from my pattern, from my photos. It's the same. And the funny thing is, it's the tie-dye yarn. So it is mine because all of the tie-dye specs are in the same exact spots. So I reached out to Shopify and I filed a DMCA takedown notice Friday. And today's Wednesday, so right before I filmed this video, I jumped on there and it's been taken down. But I'm really kind of disappointed that Shopify did not send me an email in response yet. They took it down, but they haven't responded to me. They did send me an email saying that they received my request, but they didn't follow up with me. My question is, did this designer make any money off of this listing? What else can be done? Like, what else can we do about shops like this? I mean, are the listings on the shop other people's? I mean, are they selling other people's stuff? If they were selling mine, they might be selling other people's. I did look into this. This is a growing problem with crochet designing, and you know, we try to do all the things that we think are going to protect us, like registering our document, using copyright laws, keep dated photos and notes for your own design process. I will say, in using Instagram and doing tester calls and then doing releases on Instagram, like Instagram's keeping record for me because they are showing that on these days, on these dates, I'm releasing these patterns, which when I filed that DMCA, I sent links to my Instagram post. I sent links. They were even using my tutorial for the bear's ears in the listing. So I sent the link to my tutorial. I sent the link to my Etsy listing to prove that this was my pattern. So keeping all of those records, watermarking photos, which I haven't really done that. I mean, I put my logo on it, but like, I guess you're supposed to put it directly across your photo, which really kind of sucks, but maybe I need to start doing that. Use PDF and limit copy paste. PDFs are harder to copy than plain text. I mean, my files that I sell on Etsy are PDFs. And then it says to monitor, regularly check marketplaces and social media for similar designs. And then, of course, report stolen patterns. I do on my patterns list that this is mine, not to redistribute it. And I put the date on it. But I'm wondering if I should be more specific on the pattern and put the actual date that I release it. I'm just putting the year. So I don't know. It's disheartening because, you know, from the time you start writing a pattern, I may make it up and I write it down in like a notebook, and then I start getting it into Canva, and I might make it 2, 3, 4 times and adjust it, and then I have to fine tune it in Canva, and then I have to run tester calls, and then I have to manage the testers, and then, you know, make an Etsy listing. And there's so many things I do behind the scenes to create a pattern that just sucks that a person can just take your PDF and list it. And then they probably looked at my listing and stole everything that I said in the listing and just put it on their listing. It's crazy. I am glad that it has been taken down, and I hope this doesn't happen again. But I mean, I imagine that, you know, when you have this type of business, this is a growing problem. So I just ask for the community to report these things and continue supporting and helping out these creators. I mean, we spend a lot of time trying to put out these patterns for you guys, and to have them stolen, it just like, it's depressing. So let me know what you guys think about this. I'm curious to see your comments and, you know, how you feel about it. But that's just, you know, a big part of my week this week. I've also been designing patterns this week. I have a release today, which I'm really excited for. Monty, the market mouse. I've been running a tester group this week, and they've done amazing. I ended up filming a tutorial for the ears just to make it easier. I like it when, because, you know, when I first started writing these patterns, I think like Boaz the Bear was one where I didn't have a tutorial and I had a lot of people that were confused, and I don't want you guys to be confused. I want these patterns to be easy for you. And I mean, I don't always have a lot of time to, I mean, I can respond to your comments, but I get so many comments and I love that. I read them all, but it's just really hard to spend so much time responding all the time. So just to make it easier on myself and of course you guys, I'm trying to add, even if it's just a 2-minute tutorial, just quick tutorials so that you guys don't have any questions or problems with these patterns. But I really love how this little mouse turned out. It's so cute. And I actually used the new Polyfill Joy Fill on this mouse, you guys, and it's so super squishy. I love this stuffing so much. And I will say, I am working with Fairfield World on a giveaway for next month. So make sure you guys go over to Instagram and follow me and follow Fairfield World so that you can find out how to win some of my patterns as well as some free polyfill, because I'm really excited that we're going to be doing this. So make sure to go over there and give us a follow. But this white mouse and these eyes are so cute. Now this pattern, I don't stuff the nose, okay? I did not stuff the nose on this one. I know a lot of my testers did, but I just love how when you don't stuff it, I mean, I have the yarn tail in here, but that's it. Like, that is it. I do not stuff this. And then when I finish and I close the tail off, I take the tail from here and I go back through. Well, if you need to, you can, you know, tack up your ears, but I don't think it needs it. But I did take the tail and I went up through the nose and I go out underneath the nose and then up through the pink and then back down, and I pull it so that this nose kind of pops up a little bit. I just think that's so cute. I think it's adorable. So I gave it a little smirk, and then it's got the eyebrows. You do a little bit of color change for the feet. The nose, you do some embroidery, and of course the little smirk and the eyebrows. The tail is worked in. The ears are crocheted as you go. I just really think this is cute. I hope you guys love it. This one and this one is I made in Elisa Voluto. I think they turned out really cute. I'll probably sell these for maybe 18. I don't know. We'll see how they do. I might have to drop them down to 15. I'm not sure how they'll sell, but they are just adorable. The little mice. And these eyes are some of the eyes that I painted with mica powder. And then, of course, these two. It just looks so cute. I just love these little guys. They're adorable. So this pattern releases today. Thanks again to all my testers. You guys have done such a wonderful job. I will offer this pattern 25% off this weekend only from Friday through Sunday. So if you want to grab it and give me some support, go check it out. And I can't wait to see your makes. I hope you guys love it. So this is going to be pattern number 1 today. All right. All right, so let's see. Pattern number 2. You guys, I did a pattern test this week for Handmade by Jody. I don't know if you guys have seen her pocket pets, but recently she came out with a character pack and they are just phenomenal. Like, I saw this tester call, and I don't apply to too many tester calls because I just don't have time. And honestly, I didn't think I'd get this one because there was 1,700 people that applied. 1,700 people. I can't believe she picked me, but she did. And so in the test, you only had to make 2, but all the testers were making like all of them. And I was feeling kind of lame. So I had to go back and make more. And last week I was like really busy. So I didn't, like, you know how some people on test right out the gate, they're like first to finish everything. I didn't do that because I was busy. So it took me a while to even make the first one, and then everyone's making like all of them. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna have to make more because I felt bad. And so I made a few. I think I made 5, but there's more. There's, I think, 8 or maybe even 9 characters. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Stitch, you can make the girl version too. I think there's 9. But the first one I made was Gizmo. And I showed you guys this one last week because I did get one made last week. This pattern alone is on sale. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale, but it normally is $7, and right now it's on sale for $4.90. So this might be on sale Friday when this video airs. You guys will have to take a look. But Grogu is one that brought back the memories, you guys, when I was a child. I think this was the first movie that scared me because how could this cute little thing turn into a gremlin? I don't know, but it's really cute the way it's made. You make the head, the ears have to be sewn on, this little nose has to be sewn on, and these are worked flat in the rows, and you go around the edges and put in the legs, and then you sew the head on. But it's just adorable. I love this little gizmo. So this is the first one I made. Okay, now I will say you can buy this entire pack of characters for $33.60. Currently right now it's on sale for 30% off at $23.52. I'm not sure how long this sale is going to last. You guys can check. I will have all the patterns linked in the description in one link, which takes you to my Etsy storefront where you will find all of the patterns that I'm going to talk about today, all of the paid patterns. So this particular one was the first one I made, okay? Now, the second I made was Yoda, or, I'm sorry, Grogu. Grogu's really cute. Again, you got the big ears. I'm using my hand-painted safety eyes on these. These are just so sweet. I used Elise Voluto, so they're also very soft. And it's pretty much made the same. You know, you're going to make your ears, sew them onto the head, and then you make this body, and then you sew the head on. It's pretty quick. It's very cute. I love this little face. It's so sweet. And I'm a big Grogu fan, okay? My family and I, we really love Star Wars. My brothers and I, we really loved Star Wars when I was a kid. And then, you know, as the movies came out, I watched them. And then when my kids were young, we had all of them on DVD. So I think they were like 7 and 9. And we watched one movie every night until they watched like every movie. And we watched them one right after another. So it was really fun. And then so after that, every time something would come out, they both would want to go to the theater and see the movies. So that's been really fun. Plus all the Disney shows, you know, we like to watch them together. So anyway, we're big fans of Star Wars. And I think this is really cute. So this is Grogu. And then the next one I made, I would say is, I think it's this one, Sid the Sloth. Sid the Sloth. I just thought this one was adorable. Just looks so goofy. And this one, you're going to make the eyeballs and the nose, and you sew all these pieces on. And then you make the body and sew the head onto the body. It's really easy. These are really easy to do. And the instructions, the patterns are written very well. I had a good time with all of these. They're just so fun. So here's Sid the Sloth. And then the one after that I made was Winnie the Pooh. It is adorable. I really like this one. Oh my goodness. I'm also a big Winnie the Pooh fan. Winnie the Pooh was a cartoon I loved when I was a kid. Had a lot of Winnie the Pooh toys when I was a kid. This is a set of eyes that I hand painted, and I really think they look cute. I was like, what color eyes should I use? Well, I think these look adorable. But Winnie the Pooh is really cute. These ears are surface crocheted, which was nice because I thought, oh, they're going to be sewn, but no, they're surface crocheted. The nose actually is not a separate piece. It is done in the round, so that was kind of nice because, you know, you didn't have to sew anything on this one except the head. So this one was really quick and easy. And of course you could just make a regular bear with this pattern too, so that's nice. But I just love this one. Very cute. And then the last one I made, of course, I had to do Toothless. I mean, come on. Toothless is a little bit more work with the wings and the tail and the horns, but definitely worth it. Toothless always sells well at market, always. It's a very popular character, which is one of my favorites. But these are some more eyes that I hand painted. This is just such a great pattern. These are so fun, and there are a few more that I did not make. There's Snoopy, Baymax, Stitch, and then I don't know what Stitch's girlfriend's name is, but like the pink one that looks like Stitch. So those are the ones I didn't make, but there were some testers that made every last one of them, and I think that's awesome. I just saw the tester appreciation from Jody, and all the pictures look so good. It was just a good group to be in. So I really enjoyed testing these patterns. And like I said, I don't test very much because I don't have time, but I don't know what it was. These characters just spoke to me. So, all right, well, I did have these in this little basket, and I was going to talk about this basket, okay, which will probably just lead me into talking about my cousin's yarn. I have some clips that I'm going to put in right here. I want to show you guys all the yarn that Mom and I went through. So let me do that real quick. What you doing?
I don't know. What we'll find.
It's a lot of yarn so far. This is 3 bags.
She was making something out of that one.
I think that's t-shirt yarn.
That ain't t-shirt yarn.
I think that's what it's called.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's heavy? So much yarn.
So 4 bags of yarn from my cousin who passed away. It's really sad. She loved to crochet. She was, I don't know, I think she was like 51 years old. She lived alone. And she made a lot of hats and blankets. And there's so many skeins that are just like partially gone.
Partially made.
And then there's some projects that she has started that, you know, her whips that she just quit on, you know. There you go. And then she had these in there, which is interesting. And then I've never bought this. Is that the t-shirt yarn? I don't know.
Put those round things. Open up.
Look what you're doing over here, just dropping stuff.
Where did it come from?
Well, we just have a mound of yarn. It fell over. Get it before the dog does. So there's a bunch of cotton, a stack of baby, red heart. Of all the yarn, this is all of the bulky yarn. She had a couple skeins of this, which I remember buying this years ago. We made some scarves and sold it. And then there's a couple skeins of I Love This yarn. And then look at all of the Simply Soft Karen yarn. I used to use this yarn. I made blankets out of this a long time ago. And then more red heart, you guys. And there's so many partial skeins. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to, should we wind it? Should we roll it up? I don't know what to do. It's a little overwhelming. Here's a couple skeins of, like, this is giant. I don't even know if this has been used at all. I don't know what to do with that. I like that. And then this one. And then a bunch of Karen yarn. I do like this yarn. I like to use it on my granny squares, so I don't know. I have some upstairs, but it's kind of depressing, you guys, going through this. It makes me sad. It makes me miss my cousin. Okay, so after I went through all that yarn, I was kind of in a mood. I mean, after Mom left, I was just kind of sad. So I didn't really know what to crochet, and I was like, I want to make something with this yarn. And I didn't really know what to make because I don't really work with worsted weight yarn a whole lot anymore. And then I decided, you know what? I haven't messed with my I-cord machine from Cato yet. So I thought, I'm going to get this machine out and figure it out. I'm going to make some cord with some of this yarn. So that's what I did. And it started with this basket. I made cord with this pink yarn here. This was like a red heart shimmer that was really thin and it was soft. So I decided to make this basket, and I received a bunch of these from Bridget. So I made a basket, and this basket is so stiff, you guys. I didn't go by a pattern. I just did single crochets around, and then I think every other round I decreased by 2 or 3. So it kind of makes it go up a little bit because I didn't want it to like fall over, which it's not going anywhere. It's really cute. I really like how this turned out. And then, so this is what the cord ended up looking like. Okay. And I think I have a clip here of me winding some yarn, so I'll put that in. So this is all the yarn that I had left after 2 full skeins. And I decided, I'm like, what can I do with this? So look at these cute little bows. Oh my goodness. So I just took and made a bow out of some of this. And I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking I could either put some bows around this basket like this. Would that be cute? I don't know. Or, you know, you could, do I have anything here? You could maybe you could take and make some of these bows and like put some bows in some of your plushies. That might be cute. I don't know. Not on this unicorn. There's really nowhere to put it on her, I don't think. Or maybe you could put it in her hair back here. Or you could put it maybe on her tail. Maybe like that. That would be cute. I don't know. I just think it was really, I will say, about broke my wrist, my hands making this. And I used a really big fat hook too. So I don't know how much crocheting I can do with this cord. It's too stiff. I am glad I made this, and maybe I'll make another one someday because I have so many of these. What would you guys do with these? Just this? Or do you have any other ideas? Because I have a whole pack of these boards. And if I were to try to make more of these, I probably won't be crocheting ever again. I'll have to retire because it really did me in, I will say. And I kind of went crazy making cords because honestly, it's really fun. So this is like some yarn that Bridget gave me that I wrapped up, and it turned out, look at the colors in this. What I was thinking I might do is I might make a basket crocheting around the rope, because that way you're not using this stiff yarn to crochet with. It's just too stiff. But you could make a rope basket. So that's an idea. I might do that. But here's some more that I wound up. I was going to try to make a big snake out of this one, but I couldn't do it. I started it and I pulled it out quickly because it just hurt. Like it literally, I don't want to mess up my hands, you guys. I can't afford that. So I was like, what can I do with some of these cords? I have an idea. I don't know if you guys have been with me for a while, but I made a video a while ago, and I will pop it here, where I took granny squares, and there's a video on how to do it, and I made Kindle sleeves or book sleeves. I did sell a few of these last fall, but I had a couple left over, but this is one of them. So I took the cord and made a purse strap. I used the same yarn. I made it match. How cute is this? This is adorable. I think these little purses could sell. Also, I would like to get my sewing machine out and line these. I think that would be adorable. I love this idea. So I actually put straps on this one, as well as this one. How fun! This is great. So you guys could make these little bags and then make straps. I just love that. I really love these. Have you guys had much luck selling bags? I'm just curious, because I think this would be great. And I'm always looking for things for my mom to make, because honestly, my mom, she does not like the plush yarn. She says it hurts her hands. It's just different. It's thick. She likes the worsted weight yarns. So I thought maybe I could have her make some of these granny squares, and then we could put them together and sell them like that. Something quick, something inexpensive. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think about that project. But I did have a good time with the iCord machine. It was fun. It was addicting. It's the machine itself, it runs for $159 through Cato. I am an affiliate, so if you guys have ever thought about buying one, they're pretty fun. And I think I will try to make a basket out of the cord without making it that way, but like making it by crocheting around it, if that makes sense. Have you guys ever done that? I don't know. I might try that. And then I also wanted to talk about Cato's yarn winder. It is a tool that I use so much. You guys, I love my Cato yarn winder. I used to, for years in my business, roll the balls for years. And then I got a hand crank, and then I was like, I'd get like a cramp in my arm from all the rolling. And when I got this electric one, I was like, game changer. I mean, it is a game changer. So if I get like a half skein of yarn or a ball that's like, just, you know how it goes, like they just get knotted up. So it's nice just to wind it up so it's easy to use. So I wind my yarn after it gets down so far. So I love that thing. And then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is Cato has a light. I know you guys have seen similar lights, but this one's really nice. Like, it's bright, it's great. And I like that these are really bendy. It also comes in a case, so that's nice. But this is something else you can get from Cato. They actually have a lot of things on there. They have so many fun art crafty products on Cato's website. If you guys have never looked at it, go check it out. But I guess that's it from Cato. I do want to thank Cato for sponsoring today's video. I love their products. I have been using their products for quite some time. I started using the iCord machine, which was fun. It was a lot of fun. I have the original one that they made, which is smaller, but this Pro machine is so easy to use. Like, it is so easy. I had no problems starting it whatsoever. It was really easy. After pattern testing for Handmade by Jody. I worked on a pattern by the Crafty Baker Designs, Natasha. I have seen this and I wanted to make it. I just love this little strawberry goose. You guys look at this. Look at that. Look at that little bill. I love the way this little bill turned out. It's so cute. And these eyes are eyes that I hand painted with mica powder. I love how they turned out. The strawberry goose is so adorable. I saw this. I think she came out with this right after I published my strawberry video, and I was like, dang. But I knew I wanted to make it, and I actually reached out to Natasha. Fun fact, I saw where she lived because of her Etsy. She lives in a town where my uncle is from, so, you know, small world moment. But we live fairly close to one another. I'd say probably maybe an hour and a half or so, but she's did really well in this design. It's so cute, and I love the way it's done. I love the head and the body and the legs. The legs you make ahead of time, and you crochet them into the round. You surface crochet this beak on, and I love the way it's arched. It looks so cute. And then the only thing you sew on is this little top piece. It turned out so cute. The little wings. I used Elise Voluto here. It's funny, I mixed up the yarns. This is Parfait Plush because, you guys, I'm almost out of white. And then this is the Mama Made Minis Basics Chenille. Premier Basics Chenille. Look, they all worked together, didn't they? Surprising. These little legs, though, and look at the little toe beans. So cute. She did a great job. It's a great pattern. I really love this pattern a lot. This pattern is $4.99, and you get a standing version, or you could do a sitting version. I decided to do the sitting version. But it's really cute. I would probably sell this one for, I don't know, maybe 22. It's cute. And then I will say all of these I would probably sell for 20. But love this strawberry goose. Natasha, thank you for sending me this. It turned out really cute. You guys, I hope you can check it out. It's worked up so good. Love it. Okay, so the next pattern I made was another one by Crafty Baker Designs, and I saw some people making this and I wanted to make it. So this is Aggie the Axolotl by Natasha the Crafty Baker Designs. And honestly, I wanted to make this because my dog's name is Aggie. And I was like, is this going to be like the other axolotl that I've made that I really love? But no, it's not. It's different. And it's smaller. It's way smaller. So it worked up really good. I had no problems with it. I think it's really cute. I put 20mm safety eyes on it. And this, I did mix the yarns again, you guys. This is Elise Voluto, and then this is the Premier Basic Chenille. And I think it worked out really well. I like these colors together, and then these are eyes that I hand painted, but it's pretty small. I think this one is really cute. I would probably sell this one for 15. And this pattern, is $3.25. Very cute. So this one, you start at the head and you work the gills in the round, and then you surface crochet this tail part on. That's pretty much it. Like it's a very quick and easy pattern. So I definitely will be making this one again. I like the size of it too. All right, so this is Aggie the Axolotl by Natasha the Crafty Baker. Okay, so the next pattern I made, you guys know I've been making one of these each week, or I made 2 the first week and 1 last week, and had to make the last one of the minis by Shannon at Snuggle Beans. This is Mini Darth the Dragon, you guys. I had to get it done. It's so cute. I wanted to do like Spyro colors. I think it turned out adorable. I used some gold eyes that I hand painted. Shannon, these are just so cute. She's done such a great job. This size, I just love this size. I think it is so sweet. I can't wait to see what else she's designing. I know there's been a sneak peek of a fox. I don't know what else she's working on, but she is working on future minis, and I can't wait to get my hands on them. What do you guys think of this Spyro dragon? I think it turned out really cute. I have so much purple, you guys. So much purple and so much blue. I need ideas for purple and blue crochet projects because I need to work my way through that yarn. I have no problem going through certain colors, but like other colors, I don't know. And I have a lot of green too. So we have to figure out some ideas. I really do love these eyes. These eyes are so good. And this design. So this design, like if you guys are looking for a pretty quick dragon, I would say this is pretty quick. You make the head, then you're going to surface crochet these spikes on, then you make the legs, and then you make the tail, then you crochet the legs and the tail and the arms into the body, and then you sew the head on and you surface crochet these spikes. It's pretty quick. I mean, as far as dragons go, I mean, dragons take a while, you know, but this one is very cute. And I've never made the larger Darth, but I think now I need to because so quick and easy. I just love it. So thanks again, Shannon. I can't wait to see what else you come up with. Your designs are just incredible. You're just an amazing designer. But here you go. Here's Mini Darth. So with that said, I had to make another. I wanted to make another. I had to make another one. I made Dippy again because I'm like, I have so much blue. What can I make? And I also have been making safety eyes, you guys, some more. And I made these safety eyes. And I wanted to use some of these colors. So here's another one. Look at this Dippy. It's so cute with these eyes. And this color looks phenomenal. I love this navy blue. I think he's adorable. I love these colors so much. And these eyes are probably some of my favorites I've done so far. So I definitely wrote those down so I could remake those. But I've been trying to figure out these eyes, you guys. I need some tips. Do you guys have any tips on, and I'm not selling them. I just want to make them for myself to be able to, you know, put them on my plushies. But I have all of these products and I'm trying to figure out how to use them. I'm getting there, but they're just adorable. I love this one. Dippy the Dino. Dippy is the same. Make the head, surface crochet. I think you surface crochet this after you sew it all together, but you make the arms, the legs, the tail, you crochet all of that stuff into the body, and then you sew the head on, and then you surface crochet the spikes. But I really love these colors together. I think I need to make, I might even make a big one so that there could be like a big brother. So cute. This is another good pattern. These patterns, both of these patterns are normally $4.39. You can buy the 4-pack for $11.70, which you get, guys, I have the whole pack now. So I've got, these are all the ones I've made over the last few weeks. I've got Toothless that I made. And then I've also, I think I just showed you guys the unicorn. I made the unicorn, which is just phenomenal. I love the unicorn. I did modify it with the little fur, but these little ones, I'm going to have a collection, I think, so I can have them at my market. I think they're adorable. And I also have this other dippy. I've made 2 dippies. And this one was in Premier Basics Chenille. And this is the size difference. Not much. I mean, maybe a little, but not a whole lot. They're pretty comparable, I think, as far as the yarn. I mean, this face looks a little bigger. This one is a little bigger, but not much. Very cute, though. Love this pattern so much. So that was Dippy the Dino. And then the last pattern I made, which you guys know that I've been making octopus lately, and Swift by Erin, the Crochet Carpenter, just came out. So I had to go buy it, and I wanted to make it. I also made, is this Drift? I think this is Drift. This is Drift. I made Drift this week too. Just, this is the size difference. So I think there's 21 chains on the legs, and there's 31 chains on the legs on this one. And there's an extra round here, and there's an extra increase round in the head. But all of these patterns are very similar the way they're made. They're just more stitches or less stitches. I've also made the little baby too. Is that Drift, Swift, and Rift? Rift is the baby. So they're all really cute patterns. I love these patterns so much. They're quick to make. Erin has done a great job on this pattern. I hope these really sell because they're fun to make. I've made a few now, and I want to make more of this one. I have a lot of this yarn, you guys. And I will say I am probably going to sell some of my variegated Burnett, and somebody had reached out to me from Dayton, Ohio. So if that's you, comment below, because I somehow lost your message. It got buried. You guys, I had a pattern come out last week, and then I was in that test, and I just got so many notifications. I don't know where it went. I can't find it. So if that's you, you had mentioned that maybe you'd be interested in buying some of this yarn, just message me again. I apologize, but I do love this color, and I think it's great for making octopus and sea creatures. I think I want to make another anchor in this yarn because I made one last year and I just loved it. It sold for $150. So I might make another one. And I honestly want to keep one here in my office and take one with me when I go to markets this year. So I need to get another one done. But so I have both of these patterns. Both patterns are $5.48. And I think this one I would probably sell for, this one probably 18, this one probably 24, maybe 26. I don't know, somewhere around there. The other thing I've been working on is, you guys, I went through and put keychain hardware on all of my little bitties. So I did that. This is how much I have so far for my shows. I'll probably be making more. I also painted safety eyes this week, you guys. Look how pretty. Are these not so pretty? I bought another case, and I will say the listing photo was lighter purple, more like a lavender. And then I got it in, and it was this like bright purple. And I was like, I don't know, it's not really my color, but I actually love how it looks with the eyes. They're just so pretty in here. So I'm trying to keep my bigger eyes in one, and then my other one, I'm putting my 20 millimeters and then a few of the bigger ones because I ran out. But like, I just have been messing around more with my supplies. I talked about it in last week's video. It's just fun. I don't see myself ever selling them, but I enjoy making them because I want my plushies to look good. I want them to look so good. So let me know. Do you guys make your own? And do you have any tips? I would love to know. All right, so what else do we have to talk about? I am designing and I do have a tester call. I spent a lot of time this week getting this pattern ready. This pattern, there will be a tester call. There's probably already a tester call out. So if you guys are interested in testing my lion, go ahead and head over to Instagram. I'm going to pick my testers on Saturday this week. So these are some more eyes that I painted this week. And this little guy's cute. This is made in Elise Voluto. He's got like such a cute little tail. It's all no-sew. I think it turned out really cute. I love it. So let me know what you guys think about this one. And I have been working on something else too. I didn't know if I should show this yet, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start talking about it because I am working on it. I want to try to get this one done soon. I'm also working on a sloth standing pattern, but I have been developing a swinging pattern for a cat. You guys, what do you think? Is it not I just love it. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I've got this one done, and then I made this black one. But I'm trying to decide, like, do I come out with a pattern and make it just simple with just one color? Or would you guys like me to do different breeds of cats? Different color changes. And listen, this is all no-sew. These ears are done in the round. I love coming up with creative ways to make things no-sew. And I love the idea I came up with on these ears. And when I thought of this, I thought, you know how when your cats, they just like, they sit like up and then they're just like flopped and their belly's out and they're just like sitting there. That was the idea for this swing. Big fat chunky boy or girl. I just think it's adorable. I'm going to be working on this week. Hopefully the tester call will be coming soon, but I would like to know if you guys think I should come up with different breeds, different colors, like maybe a tabby, a solid, maybe a Siamese, maybe a tuxedo cat. That's kind of what I was thinking. And then trying to do a tester call soon. I love it. I'm very happy with this. I think it's just adorable. This one is more of the final than this one had kind of a long tail, so I shortened the tail a little bit. And this one is more even, so it's not tipping. Like, you guys, it's all about physics, okay? These swings, you got to get the physics right. Otherwise, they don't work. And this one I'm just showing you for color, but this is more the final than this one. But I want to have like a black cat, and then this is like a tabby. Like I said, a few more ideas, but I am working on this. So I thought if I talked about it, it would push me to get it done, because that seems to be working. I'm trying to think if there was anything else for me to talk about. I think that's it. It wasn't a super productive week because I did spend a whole day going through that yarn and then messing with that yarn. And then, let me tell you guys, I had to get kicked out of my office for 2 days because I was sitting on the couch with Pip and she starts like she was gonna vomit. So I pick her up and I'm like trying to get her out of my office and she all over the carpet. Thank God it didn't get in my yarn, okay? But she eats this like salmon food and My office smelled so bad. I was so upset. Like, I tried scrubbing like the spots and it was a lot of vomit. Not hope sorry. TMI maybe, I don't know. But I had to spend the day vacuuming and then I cleaned my carpet and then it dried and I was like, "Oh, thank God," you know. And then I was like, it still smelled. I had to do it twice. I like the second time I took my time and did it really slow, and so I had to clean my carpets twice because this dog puked all over my carpet. So I was displaced for 2 days out of my office because my carpets were wet. So anyway, yeah, that's fun. Tomorrow, I'm going to take my son to his orientation for college. I'm really excited for that. So, you know, another busy week. I hope to be designing more. You guys, I've been in more of a designing kick lately than anything. So I'm going to just ride this train as long as I can. But, oh, I got a giveaway winner. Hold on. Okay, once again, overwhelmed by your guys' sweetness and your comments. Thank you so much. I just love you guys. This week's winner is going to be Stephanie Beltran 5158. She writes, "Always look forward to watching your videos. You are so calming to crochet with or just watch to get ideas, which I always find something to work on. You get me motivated to crochet when I'm feeling down. Thank you for all the videos. Hugs." Stephanie, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. You are this week's giveaway winner. I will respond to your comment and let you know you're the winner, and I just need you to send me an email and let me know your pattern choice, so I will send it to you. So if you want to enter in next week's giveaway, make sure to leave me a comment in this week's video and let me know what you liked about this video, or maybe you have something to say about somebody stealing my pattern or other people's patterns getting stolen. I don't know. There's so much that we could talk about on that, and I just think it's so sad about that. But also, you know, if you guys ever have any patterns you want me to try or roundups you want me to do, just let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to talk to you, or just stop by and say hi. I would love to get to know you. But I guess that's it for this week's video. You guys, thank you so much for spending some time here with me. I really enjoy having you and sharing my passion for crochet. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel so you don't miss a future video. I can't wait to chat with you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye! Hold on, Dad! Well, I just had a surprise visit from my dad right at the end of my video. So, anyway. Oh, you're such a good boy.